The Hawks, bro. Okay, so the reason I wanted to talk about the Hawks is because I recently made a video about Trae Young, and I said Trae Young got a lot to prove next season, right? Because with all these acquisitions on his roster,
I
there
don't
really
think
is
so,
no
bro.
excuse. Let me explain. There really is no excuse for them to not make the playoffs, in my opinion. Because, like, let me say this: this is not fair. This may not be fair what I'm about to say, but this is just the reality of Trae's career. Trae will forever be compared to Luka, forever, and it sucks. But when your team passes on Luka Doncic to pick you, then that's just the reality of your situation, bro. And not only are we seeing Luka, but we're seeing Ja. We're seeing guys like Shea. With Shea is not the leader of that team, so I guess I'll exclude him. But we're seeing young players come in the league, have instant impact towards winning. Instant impact. Meanwhile, this dude Trae, or excuse me, not Trae. Oh yeah. This dude Trae just can't get it together. Like he can't
He's had the
impact.
worst team
He
out
can't
of all
impact.
of them.
But stop, bro, because the thing is, the
That's
reason
true.
they're
No,
so
he's right.
bad.
He's right.
No, that's fair. But the reason that they've been so bad is because of his defense.
Mustard,
But
you
you
sound
can't-
like a
I
hater,
mean,
bro.
I was not. Look, I was gonna say you can fault him, but you also like he is really small, bro. Like the other guys you're talking about, 6'5" Shea, 6'3".
Okay, but that's the
Like,
reality of him. That's who Trae is. I'm sorry. Like,
all right, so it's on. All right, so we know that's
You-
reality. It's
you
it's
wanna
the
talk about it?
organization's
and
job
you're
to put a
talking
team
about,
around
and you're
him.
forgetting
So-
that his defense, the defense around him was actually pretty good. They
So-
have good defenders, bro. They have good
is it his
defenders.
They also
fault that
had
the
an
offense
injury-prone
falls
team.
apart? Like he has nobody that can make shots on his team. And
Okay, but you're
literally the
forgetting,
offense
no.
falls apart?
You're forgetting that at the end of the season, DeAndre Hunter in the last like 15, 20 games, he shot 40% from three.
He
John
shot
Collins
well,
came
bro.
back.
Is that gonna
Cam
make them
Reddish.
go to the
So did
John
Cam
playoffs?
Reddish.
John Collins, Cam Reddish started playing well. John Collins played well. Kevin Herter played well. Well, actually, I don't even know Kevin Herter. He was
Is
in and
that
out the
gonna help
lineup
them
due to
make the
injury.
playoffs?
Okay, but the
But we
biggest
also
issue
can't
was their
forget that
defense, and it was
John
Trae.
Collins
It's Trae's
missed
fault.
25 games,
That's what I
25 games in the
mean,
beginning
bro.
of the season.
Like,
But you're
John,
not listening to what I'm saying. When Collins came back, their win and loss record was not affected at all, and their offense. A lot of the players were stepping up on offense. So the biggest issue was their defense. Trae was just
Are you even
think
right
about
now?
it.
I'm about to look.
Think about it, bro. Think about it. Trae Young. There was a game. I think it was like a minute left. The Hawks were up like 10 points to the Heat. Trae Young was like, "Oh, that's game." Nigga, in 10, 15 seconds, they were down by 8. Nigga, what? Like, come on, man.
nah, that game went to OT, bro.
No.
Yeah, that game went to OT, bro.
That game went to OT, bro.
No, but you're not getting my point, bro. They
No, I
lost
mean,
by like
that-
the
That can
fact
happen
that
to
they
any
were
player,
able to.
though. Was
No,
his
but
defense
the
the reason
fact
why
that
that he
they-
came back that game?
Yes, bro. He's a black hole. What are you?
No,
he's a
but I mean, like
nothing.
those possessions, because I know exactly like what game you're talking about. But if it wasn't necessarily his fault that the Heat won that game,
No, I'm saying the fact that
like the
he
next
were even
possession
able.
after that,
I'm saying the fact that the Heat were even able to make up that ground on the offensive side of the ball is due to how bad Trae is on defense, bro.
So you telling me that every single possession they scored on Trae Young only?
Obviously,
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's not
like,
what I'm
that's
saying.
I understand.
That's not
I
what I'm
understand he's a
saying,
defensive liability.
I know he's a defensive liability,
Jeez,
but you're
bro.
acting like they only.
I'm not
scored-
saying that, but you
Niggas-
can't say it doesn't
niggas
contribute,
give
bro.
them And it's
You can't.
cancer
Okay,
eyes,
so,
bro.
so
Like,
are you gonna say? So are you gonna say that it's not contributing? It's not the main factor on
I'm not
defense.
saying
Obviously, it is, bro. But like, you're making it seem like it's literally his fault.
Okay, so is there an
entirely
excuse
why they
here?
don't win games.
blaming all
Okay,
their
so is there an
problems, bro.
excuse
If he
this
was
year?
an average defender, they still wouldn't make the playoffs.
Okay,
this
so
year,
is there
bro.
an excuse this year?
It's
No,
his
there
second
isn't.
year.
I mean, we don't know
Well,
if the Hawks are gonna like be healthy this year. So I mean, like,
I'm assuming everybody's like I'm saying like if everybody's relatively healthy and they all are available. Come on now.
In my
There
opinion,
should not be
he has a
excuse.
top 10 team in the Eastern Conference.
you said what?
Dude, but are you not getting what I'm saying? Like if you think that a
the
top
Hawks are
10
top
team
10?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you think the Hawks being a top 10 team in the Eastern Conference is their floor, then if that's the case, then like think about it, bro. Look at all the young players. If you give Ja this roster, are they not instantly better?
Yes, but that's literally because he's just a better defender. Well, actually,
I don't.
actually, I
my
can't say that.
point.
Actually, no, I can't say that.
I
If
take
you
that
say
back. I
Jaw,
take that back.
if you say the word Jaw, I can't necessarily say that, bro.
I don't.
What?
Because Trae Young is literally the offense.
Yeah.
Bro, wait, are y'all serious? Okay, if you take Jaw off
Mustard,
that
you're
Memphis
making it
team,
seem Mustard, you're making it seem like Trae Young doesn't like elevate that team to some extent.
I'm not saying he doesn't elevate them offensively,
Like
right?
the
He
Hawks
does create so
obviously
much.
the Hawks obviously get better with Trae.
The Hawks would be the worst offense of all time if Trae Young wasn't on.
Okay, and they were the worst defense of all time when he was on. So what are you
Hey,
trying to
bro.
say?
Hey,
All right, so you giving you take, bro. Like we can't
You're
That's
like.
not
giving
even
it
true
take,
though.
bro.
That's not even true though.
No, they were. No. Look at the numbers. When Trae Young was on the court, they were one of the worst one of the worst defensive teams of all time. And when Trae was off the court, they were a top 10 defense.
I thought.
Not even joking. Not even joking, bro.
I don't think
That's
they were
how
the worst
bad-
this year. Hold on.
No, they weren't the worst defensive team this year, but that's because like they had good defenders around Trae. And when Trae was off the court, they were just like a really good defensive team.
Okay.
Trae was just that bad on defense, bro. Now,
Look,
granted,
okay, so we know this, and I'm pretty sure the organization knows that its job is to
Surrounded
build a
him with
team around
defenders.
Trey. But
It's the
okay.
same shit
now,
with Isaiah
now the
Thomas.
organization is
But
filling his team up with
You see what you
players.
just did? You see what you just did? Isaiah Thomas, right? Isaiah
But
Thomas,
Trae
they
Young
have
is
to
way better.
sacrifice.
Trae Young is like gonna be way better than Isaiah Thomas ever was.
Yeah, I know
And
that, but like,
He can get better defensively.
Yeah.
no, I'm not
Trae Young is
saying he
still
can't get
relatively
better.
young. Like he can
I'm not.
improve.
I hope he can, but I didn't see a lot of improvement this year. He was just as bad as
It's
he
his
was.
second year, bro.
I
Like,
don't give a
come
fuck,
on,
bro,
dude. And he
but
got
you
more
can't-
of a load
Bro,
off
You
than
can't,
he
but
did
you
last
can't
year.
sit there. You can't sit there and praise his offensive improvement and then not criticize his defensive.
We're criticizing
Everyone criticizes
Everyone
his
does.
defense, bro.
Like, yo,
Not
like,
y'all niggas.
Yeah,
Not
we
y'all
do.
niggas.
Yeah, we do.
Bro,
we
we
talked
literally
about it.
literally took him off our top 10 list because of his defense.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck, bro. Get that nigga. No.
Bro,
we gotta give him
at this
some
point,
credit.
look, literally at this point, everything should be on what the what moves the organization makes, bro. Like you're
Oh,
stunning the growth
uh-huh.
of DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, so you can bring in a guy like Gallo,
and be the
or
eighth
bring
seed, yo.
in a guy like Bogey. Like that says more about the organization than it does about Trae
Okay,
Young.
well, I'll say this. I'll give y'all this. Them getting Jabari Parker wasn't a good pickup at all. I'll give you that. Because Jabari was just awful. Jabari was just terrible. I'm not even gonna lie.
Like
But,
the Hawks team this year is only 11, 12 players deep.
okay,
Like, I don't know how that helps
Trae's
anything.
as good as y'all think he is, they should be a top 5 seed, bro.
That's not a good thing, though.
I'll say this. I'll say this, bro.
Like, come
That
on,
team-
man.
No,
That
bro,
team
that's
is-
not a good thing, though. Like we don't even know how that team fits.
Being a top 5
That's
seed.
what I mean, yo.
No, I'm talking about having
they're not gonna be
11,
top 5 team.
11, 12 guys that legitimately are gonna want minutes.
Here's,
Oh my goodness.
I'll tell you this. Here's what I
Y'all
don't
are
like the
making
move at all,
excuses
yo.
already for this nigga, man. Stop.
Bro, it's not even for him, bro. I already said that. I think that
They got a backup guard in Rondo, which was a huge concern for them. Kevin Huerter, I assume, will be healthy next year and is a good floor spacer. And he's a solid defender. Clint Capella's a good rim protector. Onyeka is a nice rookie pickup, even though I don't agree with like the overall aspect of him going to the Hawks.
They're
John
trying to
Collins
bring
is going to
him out
have
of
another year. John Collins is another year to develop. Bogdan is a scrappy defender with the ability to create his own
develop
shot.
in like
Scrappy
25 minutes a
defender?
game, bro.
What'd you say?
Homie said scrappy defender.
He is a
Who's-
scrappy defender. He's not
Who's
a bad.
gonna develop?
He's not a
Yeah, first
liability,
of all,
but he's not good, yo. Chill.
Who's gonna
Bro, he's
develop
solid, bro. He's average.
with not even getting like they're all gonna be getting like
And
25
Cam Reddish.
to 30
And Cam Reddish.
minutes a game, bro.
And Cam Reddish is a really good defender. He has solid length. Pause. So come on, man.
I don't think that their young guys are gonna be getting the minutes they need to develop even more.
Bro, this is excuses, man. Get the
Like,
fuck
okay.
I'm not talking about Trae Young right now. I'm talking
That's
about
what
what the organization is
talking about
doing.
the Hawks, yo. And the
I'm
reason
talking
why
about
they're
what the
doing
Hawks
this-
organization is doing right now.
Let's talk about the reason why they're doing this is because Trae Young was complaining last year that he wants to win because he's feeling the pressure of him having to be up there with Luka, right? And here's why I don't like this move at all, right? I don't like any of these moves, like except Onyeka and some of the pickups, right?
No, Bogdan was a good move.
Picking up
Bogdan
Bogey was cool, but
Bogdan was
Gallo
not a
makes
good
no
move.
sense to me,
Bogdan was
bro.
not a
I
good
don't
move.
like the Gallo. Wait, why is Bogdan not a good move?
How
What?
is it a good move? You're just adding an older player that could take away minutes from.
But he
guys
fits
that
well.
are
He can
better.
play off ball, and he's a solid defender and a good playmaker.
Bro, but
Well,
you're
look, if you
taking
take
away minutes from your wings.
no. If you take,
What?
I
But he
think that
fits
if you
with them,
take
though.
And
you take
Bogdan is
Gallo off the team, it still
28.
works.
Because it's not like DeAndre Hunter can create his own shot yet.
He can kind of. He has
No,
a
he
Nah,
board.
nah.
Yes,
I literally think he's just like
bro, he's not. He's next
3-and-D,
Kawhi.
bro.
He's the next
I think
Kawhi, bro.
nah,
He's
That
not
dude is
bro,
Rocco, bro. He's Rocco, bro.
He can actually create and dribble, yo. Like he can.
If
He
we're
can
talking about
No,
all the young,
I
if we're
know
talking about all the young
kinda-
guys, he's literally the 4th young guy on the team, bro. In my opinion.
Oh
It's
my
like,
god, these
Wait,
niggas.
what?
Cam Reddish has more potential than him, bro.
But
I
he's
don't
not
care about Cam
better.
Reddish.
He's not there yet, though. Cam is not there yet, though.
Cam compared to DeAndre can post.
I'm not even gonna lie.
DeAndre
Cam
can
Reddish
actually
looked like
take
Torrey
niggas off
Craig
the
last year, bro. He looked like Torrey Craig last year.
Towards the end, bro, when he actually started to hoop.
Bro,
Hey,
he
bro,
looks like Torrey Craig. I don't
Well,
know.
I'm a big Cam defender, bro. I'll bust out these stats.
bro. But
I know he
honestly,
played
yo,
well like in the last 15 games, but who cares, bro?
but honestly though, right? Look
Hawks
their-
organization carries a top 10 pick.
Like why did they do that? Like they got all these guys to take their minutes to at most be an 8th seed, basically.
That's exactly. And then
At most, if they were an 8th seed and they wanted to take a jump and they did this, completely fine. They did this to be at most 8th seed, taking away minutes from the young player. This is legit. Reminds me of the Knicks last year.
but I will say
Knicks.
it sets themselves up.
Okay, whoa. That's not.
Now I will
Hiring a bunch of players, getting a bunch of players at the at positions that your young players could actually develop in, and then not developing your young players and expect them to get better.
see. Now I will say that I think the Hawks have set themselves up to make a big deal for like a disgruntled star. But
Yeah.
looking at the market, it's like why? Like my point is just why? Like I'm not saying tank, but I would just say get better over time with your young guys.
Okay, let me ask y'all this. If the Hawks don't make the playoffs and they're just as bad as they were last year, will I have a point?
I don't
mean,
even
we'll have
know.
to-
I don't
we'll have
know.
to-
Are you saying it seems like you're putting all the blame on Trae Young?
Yeah.
I'm not putting the blame on Trae. I'm saying, actually, matter of fact, I'm just gonna say this. If
You are.
No. Let me just say this, bro. If the Hawks are as bad as they are this past season, next year, right? Or they just straight up don't make the playoffs, does Trae not get some level of culpability in that?
We're gonna
I mean, of course he does because he's the best player.
And if his defense is just as bad, what y'all gonna say?
Probably will be, like, if we're being realistic.
Yeah.
Okay, so what y'all gonna say then?
I mean, we'll have to see how the rest of the team plays together. Literally, like we can't because he does necessarily have a good team, a team full of good basketball players.
Okay,
We just have to see how the team like you can put a whole bunch of talent
I
together.
just
It
don't
might
like how
not
the
work.
organization has made it, to be honest.
Exactly. Like I would put more blame on the organization for this roster failing than Trae.
man, get the fuck out of here with that
Put
shit,
blame on
bro.
Trae because Trae's the one that
Trae's
was
gonna get blamed, but I don't know. I think there might be I think
Trae's
there's
the
an
reason why
argument
they did
for-
all this.
Wait, I want to hear what JSmooth. What were you saying, JSmooth?
Trae's the reason why they did all of this.
Exactly. Thank you.
That, like,
Trae
he's literally
wanted
the
it.
only reason why they did all this because
He
was
wanted
literally
this.
complaining last year. Talk about
Bro, who wants to fucking lose? No one likes losing.
I mean, no one likes losing, but
What else do you expect? What else do you expect him to say when he meets the
I don't
organization?
think that's an excuse. I don't think that's an excuse for the
okay with
organization, dude.
I'm okay with tanking a few more years if you guys want.
Just because a player is like pressuring you to get some good players doesn't mean you have to make shitty moves.
Wait, you have to do that though. He's the best player. Exactly.
Okay,
He's the
no,
best
So, so
player.
you're gonna make shitty moves then. You're gonna make shitty moves then.
Exactly. You can bring in people, but you don't have to bring in like 5 guys that are gonna
you gotta
stun
bring in guys that can help you.
You want to
win
bring in
right now.
Danilo Gallinari and fucking Bogdan Bogdanovic, who are
Yes,
not
those are
great,
people-
who are both bad defenders. I'm gonna say it.
Bogdan is not a bad defender.
Bogdan is a bad
bro.
defender. He's a bad
No,
defender.
he's not.
He's
He's average, bro. He's
He's not a
average.
bad defender.
No,
He's
I watch him,
average. He's a scrappy defender, bro. He's average.
regardless, right? Gallinari, we all agree.
Okay,
that
Gallo. Yeah, Gallo's bad. Yeah.
Gallo's good in isolation, which sounds hella funny.
Okay, dude, get the.
No,
what?
I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
Oh,
Bro,
look.
bro, what?
Either way, bro, his
No.
point still stands though, bro.
Yeah, off ball he's terrible, which is like his main issue. He doesn't box out, but it's just like and he's come off the bench too. So come on, like cut him some slack. Anyways,
Those
Hey,
moves
I'm
weren't
glad-
needed. Like I still believe he could have made better moves than that.
okay.
It's
What move?
Gallo,
Right now-
yeah, I agree. They don't need Gallo. I agree with that.
Yeah, you
But
don't
the
have to
other
bring
moves,
Gallo.
Rondo is a good move. Rondo's a good pickup, and I think Bogdan's a good pickup.
And Chris Dunn. I think Chris Dunn.
And Chris Dunn's a huge pickup. Bro,
That's
they
a
made
great
some
pickup.
solid moves. Chris Dunn was a great pickup, and don't forget they traded for Capella last year,
Exactly.
so
Like,
they got some good
They
moves.
don't
bro.
need Gallo. Like, what is the point of having
Okay,
him
so
on?
is that the only move that y'all are mad about? Just Gallo?
Yeah, I think giving him $20 million a year to take up.
But they could
25
trade him, bro. They could trade him anyways, bro.
He-
Yeah, I know, but
He's such an
yeah,
easily
he's most likely
defendable
gonna be on the
contract.
team
He's
this
coming
year.
off the bench, bro. A bad defensive power forward that's coming off the bench that might not even play with Trae Young.
that takes minutes
Right.
away. That takes minutes away from Cam Reddish.
I mean,
And
they
even
said-
when-
what
and
did
even
they
when
say they
he's
wanted
there-
to do?
Even
wanted
when
to
he's
win.
there, bro, they get their offense. I'm not gonna lie, it's still gonna be really good because even when Trey's off the court, bro, you could just put Rondo at the point and Herter at the 2, and then at the 5 you could have Capella. That's a really solid lineup to me. And then at the 3, I would assume you put like
I still think
Reddish or
Literally
Hunter if you want to. That's a good lineup to me.
it
There are a
is.
lot of lineups you can do where Trey's just not on the court with Gallo. That's fine.
And you're talking about you said you want to get minutes for the young guys. Trae Young wants to win now. Those guys aren't helping them win now. So
Yeah, but based
They're gonna
on what
prioritize
you've
that.
seen, but having Boyan and Rondo and Chris Dunn doesn't help you win. Like Gallo's the move that helps you win.
I mean, those players can all help you win because they're all fixing a problem that you guys had last year. One of the biggest problems
What
that
problem
they had
is
last
Gallo
year
fixing?
was scoring.
And they
wasn't
brought
a big
in
part.
Boyan.
Their offense was so bad last year, bro. So especially when Trae Young was off the floor, bro, they were in atrocious offense. Even when he was on the floor, they were double teaming him and shit. Niggas couldn't make shots. Like now he has dudes that can do that, right? And now they can prioritize winning. You get Cam Reddish over there. Cam Reddish is a good defender, but he's also a young guy who's gonna make mistakes on that end of the floor, right? DeAndre Hunter, I think DeAndre Hunter is pretty polished on that end.
Yeah,
But,
I think he could take a jump to be like a borderline elite, if not an elite defender.
Yeah, he could definitely do that, right? But like,
Yeah.
it's just like those other players that you got all can help you win right now. And it's just like that's on Trae Young because Trae Young wanted that.
Exactly.
We got him those dudes. We got them.
So
those
next year, if they're not in the playoffs, bro, Trae Young has to have the biggest form of responsibility, in my opinion, bro. Because like you can't sit there and praise his numbers and then like he gets some offensive help and some defensive help, and then sit there and say, oh well, like the chemistry, the young players, blah blah blah. No, bro, that's excuses, especially
Well, if
considering
the
he
team-
wanted
if
those
the team
guys.
doesn't work, then well, we
But
don't know.
that's
if Trae necessarily
excuses
wanted
because he
those guys.
wanted them, bro.
We
That's
already know, bro. We already know Trae as the best player is going to get blame. I don't think he should get all the blame. Is basically just what I would say.